Welcome to another episode of Corner Off Mainstream. Got 5 good movies for you this week. It's kind of funny. A lot of them are mostly comedies or romantic comedies. I just think that's just the way it worked out. But they're really good. I think you're going to dig these ones. Let's start off with Bronson. Came out in 2008. If anything, this is like a real breakout movie for Tom Hardy. He plays, in the movie Bronson, he plays the notorious life of the UK's most notorious violent criminal. He wants to be famous, and he figures he's going to do that with a criminal persona. And he changes his name to Charles Bronson. Because I believe at the time, Death Wish was out, and he just felt that dude was bad, so he's like, yeah, I'm going to be Charles Bronson. And he spends 28 of his 34 years in solitary confinement because he's just such a whack job. But overall, it's a great movie to see, especially to see the abilities and talents of Tom Hardy. He was just wonderful in this movie, and there were some parts of it where I was just like, damn, I mean, this guy's good. But it's called Bronson. Check it out if you like Tom Hardy. I'm sure you're going to like it. See it, watch it, rent it, buy it, love it. Great movie. Bronson, 2008. Next one is a comedy. It's from 1996. It's called Bottle Rocket. It has Luke Wilson, Owen Wilson in it. And pretty much what it is those two and another friend of theirs decide they're going to go into a life of crime. And they first start off robbing a bookstore, which doesn't go well. And then they go out on the lam, and while they're hiding out in a motel, one of the guys falls in love with the maid, so you got a little action going on there. And then they decide it's time to go back home, and they run into James Caan, who is a real-life con man, and he kind of puts them on a mission that's pretty well ill-conceived. So it's a funny movie, it's a great movie, and you probably know from Owen Wilson and Luke Wilson, these guys are great comedic actors. But watch it, see it, rent it, buy it, love it. Great movie, Bottle Rocket comedy, 1996. Next one is a romantic comedy. It's a cute one. It's called Jack Goes Boating. Stars Philip Seymour Hoffman, and it's pretty much his first debut directorial debut. It's about a guy. He's a 40-year-old loner limo driver. He likes smoking pot, watching, listening to reggae music because he feels it's all happy. And his best friend, who's a limo driver also, his wife sets him up on a blind date with a woman named Connie. And for his first date, he wants to take her, a nice little rowboating, but he can't swim. So the movie is Jack's buddy is teaching him how to swim for this date, and at the same time, you're kind of see the rip that's going on in his buddy and wife's marriage. The marriage is kind of having trouble, and the whole movie is set up though, for Jack and his big, blind date. It's a cute little romantic comedy. Watch it, see it, rent it, buy it. It's a good one. Get it. Sit down with your girl, watch it. You'll love it. Again, Jack Goes Boating, 2010 romantic comedy. Next one I want to talk about is it's called The Visitor. It came out in 2007. It's a drama, and I was really shocked when I saw the movie. I thought it was a great story. It's about an economics professor who's a widower, and he's at the point where, he doesn't feel like teaching, writing, he's got deadlines for a book. He just, if anything, he died shortly after his wife had passed away. And the college he's working for sends him on a convention up to Manhattan, and he has an apartment up there, so he's going to go up there, and he's hoping maybe something, loosens in his head, and he finds out there's a couple living in his apartment. And due to a real estate scam, that's how they ended up in the apartment. And he's like, well, you gotta leave, but then he has a change of heart and asks them to stay. And the husband of the couple actually teaches them how to play the African drum, and he really gets into it. And if anything, it's like a rebirth, a reawakening for him because he's now found kind of like a new passion. And after one day, I think they were Washington Square Park. They were playing, going back home. There's a problem at the subway, and the guy gets arrested. The young man who was staying with him, and it turns out he's an illegal immigrant, so they hold him. So now the movie changes to now this gentleman who kind of befriended this couple is now trying to help get this guy out of immigration prison. And then his mother, who's in the country, comes down, and a little romantic thing starts going on between them while they're trying to help the son. But overall, great movie. Nice for a Saturday afternoon. You know, you don't got anything going on. You sit down and check out this movie. It's a good story. You know, watch it, buy it, rent it, see it. You'll love it. Good movie. It's called The Visitor. 2007 drama. Good movie. And then last, I'm going to throw in CatFish. It's 2010. It's a romantic comedy slash reality. Two filmmakers in 2007 decided they were going to do a documentary on one of the filmmakers' brother. And you're kind of watching him go through, you know, like romantic time as well. But the guys, they had no idea that, you know, it was going to become a very exhilarating and an unsettling few months of their lives filming, you know, this guy. There's a lot of shock. There's a riveting story, love story. There's this some deception and grace within this whole like labyrinth of online intrigue. It treads a line between real life and drama. Real life and like a crass exploitation that could be a little too unsettling for some people. But it's actually a very gripping documentary to a degree. But it was great. You'll love it. Buy it, rent it, watch it, see it. You'll love it. CatFish 2010. And I'll just throw that back out at you. It's going to be Bronson, 2008 drama. Again, Tom Hardy. Then you had Bob Rockets, Comedy 96, Luke Wilson, Owen Wilson. Jack Goes Boating, romantic comedy 2010. Philip Seymour Hoffman. The Visitor. I forget the dude's name. See him in every fucking movie, but I don't remember his name. But it's The Visitor, 2007. And CatFish, 2010. It's a romantic comedy. If you enjoy it, please feel free to subscribe. Go to corneroffmainstream.blogspot.com. You can subscribe there. You can subscribe on YouTube. Also, send any comments, thoughts. You want to tell me you like my blue shirt? That'll be corneroffmainstream@gmail.com. And I will see you again next week with another 5 rockin' movies.